Your 3 credit reports is a rating that lenders use to help them decide whether to approve you for a mortgage, auto loan, or other credit. However, it's much too easy to send your credit score into a tailspin. All you need to do is make one or more of these 7 mistakes. To get a copy of your 3 credit reports, visit Scoredriven. 1. Failure to recognize how your credit score is determined. The 3 primary credit reports bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, use formulas that count on 5 variables: your payment history, whether or not you pay all your bills by the due date, the quantity you owe, not just the total you owe, but also your debt to credit ratio, which compares how much your debt is with the amount of credit accessible to you, your length of consumer credit, the span of time you've been using credit, including the average age of your balances, types of credit, your mixture of different families of credit, including rotating accounts such as a credit card or a retail account, and installment loans like a car loan or a home mortgage. New credit requests you are making. The extent to which you lately have applied for new credit or adopted additional debt. If the behavior raises warning flags with the credit agencies in any of those areas, your 3 credit ratings are likely to take a hit. 2. Pay overdue. The biggest thing a loan provider is worried about is whether you can repay the financing. Loan companies try to find patterns of missed or late repayments, and being even one day late on a repayment could lessen your credit score. The very best policy would be to pay on time and in full. In the event you can't pay entirely, pay at least the minimum due on or prior to the due date. 3. You max your card. Loan companies get anxious when debt to credit ratios get excessive. You need to keep it under 30%. To estimate your financial debt to credit ratio, go ahead and take delinquent balances debt and divide it by the borrowing limit credit. That is your debt to credit percentage. 4. Eliminating charge cards without thinking about the result. Eliminating a credit card isn't necessarily a great choice. Shutting one down could raise debt to credit ratio, which is bad. Why? Since the accessible credit you have access to goes down when you close the account and the sum lent stays identical, it pushed the number the wrong way. Creditors need to see customers with long, responsible credit histories. When the card you turn off is one you have held for a very long time and paid promptly, you simply might be deleting exceptional part of your credit report. 5. Fail to reach an equilibrium in between paper and plastic. Ensure that you use enough credit to keep your score in great shape. When you decide you pay cash for most purchases, you might actually hurt your credit rating. That's because utilizing a charge card properly can convey responsibility and prudent management of your money. Even so, keeping the debt under control is most essential. If you require the discipline of using paper over plastic to maintain your debt in check, you should do so. 6. The greater number of credit inquiries you create, the more risky you might seem to creditors. Apply only for cards you really need, as well as for purchases that trigger a credit inquiry, like a vehicle that you are truly set on. 7. You quit enhancing your credit rating. For individuals who have credit problems and do not try to take proper care of them, chances are your score could keep heading lower on the scale. There are 2 things to do: making regular repayments and the inevitable passage of time. Pay a minimum of the minimum on each type of loan or charge card promptly. If they look overwhelming, use a schedule of debt maintenance. Inform them you have not quit paying and back up what you are saying with concrete action.